Heart murmurs prayers felt by Ben. 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 Prayers felt by Ben. Heart murmurs 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 prayers felt by Ben.
Feeling of admiration of the secret admirer. Feeling of the relief, the empathetic for the incomplete prey to come behind me and in me. Or the magic color for the centipede for the bubbles that catch me in the sky. The mysteries below us are providing me the life of the fear of those not going to keep myself alive. For the wings attached to the destiny, providing me with the hope of the living of the gift of me for the chewing of the bones nature. Playing tricks on me for where I go. For this a theater inside of the compass and guided by the rose. Flowers of the delivery for the stilling the love for the ghost. Beauty was inferior for the so unreal. For behind that calm face and the river with the deep wide maze. Though sweet the smile of yours, so this to hide 1,000 secrets in warm voice. You can melt 1,000,000 hearts of brown eye, like vamping for the glimmering over your sincerity. Your presence that made my empty day for the feeling with the certainty. For the pray to you with wine and sunshine, and the world bright enough for the sun to shine, the earth for this the moon, for the stars to light the night. To this to wrap your heart around the kindness and thank you for your precious as a jewel. You know I change this tired enough to speak the words of which you're not. Mine are never the know the which I don't. To be in love with the narcissist and the memories of being the great poet. Or the dedicated to you'll find a dismay. Choose wisely, this suddenly for the dis. The venture for the this is all the discernment for the better be cautious of. Would you still love me if I was gone and lost in the wilderness and the unbearable? Over the unbearable feeling for the departure road. In goblin mode for this to reside for the state of mind. For the that's dark enough for this to be the patch. The secret of mind for the prey to become pure. Enemy for the beauty but ethereal. And not change enough for the long for loving over yourself. For this to be distracted and suddenly love those collapse and live with the cautious wilderness. And you can find a goblin mode to go. We're not for the future, so whatsoever tomorrow may bring. For the fall to come and should learn something in there for the spring. The life of those of birds, so this to happen, this is the land. For this to reap, for the go for what they sown. I gather not forsaken for the plea is heard. It's fed and over the low of the land. This is home, for this is more precious than them. But the God will never forsake you for the day of your side. For this is precious and important more than that for the gym. Not gonna enable to take you inside. Beautiful enough for the God is living in the deadly evil that found you. God willing to keep it going. And the wings were clipped in this outside looking and growing up. And to overheard they either grow or you go. Sad tonight. We're mad that you're right. Had to fight for bad and I might hear you singing and laughing and whispering and teasing yourself with the angry lyrics. And you can find a person away from you and I'm happier that can't keep it. To myself that can't keep up with the time is fading, the globe is spinning and my mind is processing. But you can't keep up and I can find the own dream. about me in the dreamland, for myself laying down the blanket, floating in the air. For this to be like an Aladdin, for the never didn't find their own world. For the motto, for that you can find me safe in it. For the dreams of my issues in the mountain, enough for the one that leave me scared enough of myself and mortality, and I want a better understanding. What's happening in my mind to make it better, so this is one to think about. Days of summer, bring the solace to me over the sky brilliant. Blue, sun like a golden hue. Your choice was claimed to be behave like what you used to find low class, the pervert. This is alive for the tongue, for the never reclaim yourself as a crime. Put it down for the city view, for the far in the mountains, and where your midnight moon dances on your lust for eyes to take it the chance just to be the backseat for the romance, the touch of the sinning, for the shining of the woods you find waiting of a cue. Part the car for this a certain hue, or you. Part of that for the behaving over what you had. Nerves to find, overhead sparkling with the dizzying, over the dazzling of the sun, for the darkness and sprouting over what do you hold on to. Don't hesitate to hold me tight, but they could be. Coldness in your heart, for this is all the best. Rest after to be able to actually want me for this aware. Book of the bookmark is saved, and never they immediately distinguish when your flames it's a salt to consume your volume and with the rain. Paper thin and dead paper cuts, look at the fun of loving you too hard for the type of leaving the scars that they can make me skin. I'd steal the stars for you, thief for the reason, for the ritual possession, for the chivalry, for the beaming of his mind, for the who can be disappointed and what's mad and disappointed, being told that you really should have took a break. For this benefit of the city, the river, you can find one 2 times enough for the needed, the servant to grow up with the spiritual way to start off as strange, and for the seem to be in a place that's unusual silence, and the words and the messages and the moment peace. If I would turn back time for the paths of this itself, and this whole big life and enjoy it. The ocean, the streak off with the painted blue, the streaming of white vibrations of your colors are changing your life. Crashing, sitting on the sand for the setting the sun upon my face at the sting of up all the salt of my lips to the heaven, listen to my chest. If I were to turn back the time, the past, and looking at the way they only live it differently enough for the crashing of the sun over the handprint. Feeling of admiration of the Felt like it didn't hope this was the fit, for this is low. Hope you like it. The sunrise slow, awaken with the starburst. This is exploding for the beauty to paint it into the cloud. The sunshine began to peak, the sun rays, for the light blush of the rosy sparkle into my eye. Not much of the distraction, it's everything remain quiet. A gentle reminder for the universe to today is a brand new day. A smile for the arriving of the welcome on the face of the better day. And I can say the starburst to give yourself time for the reset your garden, for that you can have the energy to harvest. Find balance. Not for the sensory overload, for every sound and every smell, for this moments of every touch that you can have, for this a taste blind perception that calls it over your stimulation, for the spinning the mind to overload. Sensory can no longer keep up with the mind to comprehend, for this is intense emotions and overbearing, overactive. Mind could it be autistic, for this to be hypersensitive. Not for much less, this is why that happened next, and all you done do you know for the sacrifices. Sometimes really I forgot, for this to forget, for this to made the sacrifice along for you, for this along for closure, for the birds to long spread the wings, and a heart to go home. What happens next? Faded for the solace of the faded fantasy, for this is sorrows for the beam, for the let it grow together for like a fetching the trees. This is calm in the storm, for the wish that will go for the louder enough for the calm, I fear for the storm. Give humanity for the body and for the good side of it. But you're finding out enough of this to nothing compared to myself to those of this. The the shadows of the life of the mind, the dark of the halls. So this is the fleck of the light for the carpet floor, for the smell of cheap wood, panel for the verse. To see it immerse for this would be the curse, and would it be worse? If it was you, not for disaster, for the charge, just enough for this mind can't find space and time to drop it off. For the negativities and the positive, though would it be? If you had been guided for this to be all you can pay for streets of life, for drinking booze, and your sweet's enough for the put in the vein. The sweetness ain't enough for the mouth apart, for despite being too close to the eye contact would be such an inch apart. Eternally yours are the horror love story, for the shadows of the night, for the stalk, for the life of this sort of sweet scene, that this is Lord, for the draw me closer, even pure. But it's near the heart races, you'll find the blood and test the wild place. This is hunger deep within the grows, the taste of the youth of my rose. This is long enough to drink the veins, and this to feel the life of the force of the pain. So I gaze upon your face and trap it from the wicked, embracing just for love of you. For I love you for the dear peace. You find the blood that this only feast. This is what I can, and the secret for the keeping you closer than lovers to me. And I'm eternally yours. I come and see the world for the desperate one, fulfilling in the life of this full of dust and never need the same. When will it be me? I always get picked last. This is how to work. Who's looking at another for the book of made? For this to find the who part to me. For this open the door you should see. You're beautiful no matter what you say. This is if it never to fall for the deeply in it. You see the roses in the nippers. This is blissful enough for Philly for the love to be. This is all my matches. This is thank you for whoever forever flame. Infinite for care, resting yourself for the moment. Everything for the infinity, for the handing over yourself for wherever the time of this hand forget, for the transmuting over yourself, for hating in silence. And yes, so it's quiet at the same time. Silence is eating the ways of sanity, for the paradise of the afterlife, and not being angry. This is Lord, really shine. This on the place of this part of me that ain't listening for the part of the road. In the paradise of the afterlife, you can say for this rotary of the sunshine, crying out loud for the night rain for the coast. It's sticky over the beauty and green for this is the song. And the last time I sway walking together for the one to become. The free will, the did you mean it for the things you said, for this is what you did, for the moment that this is solitary, for the shining shine through, for this was the barricade for prayer, for the flowers bloom. You're a liar, you said you missed me or needed me. I never loved someone like this, but did you ever mean it? The truth realized this and tears are just a waste.
I don't remember.
For all the destroying, the reason why I care anymore, for the electric fence, this is charity, for the one of the problems, the maintaining the balance and the consistency, for the broken thoughts of them, my bodies responding in an I'm in pain and never the traveling through the fall, for the positive energy depleted, for the broken person that refused to be defeated and never to find and never helped to this refusal for the good and never the want for this driving the nail for the nail against the wall, for this recognize itself and this know the holding over the good into me for the seeming in the whole life disappointed for the don't end for the dissipated tired of surviving for the holding and the sliding over yourself, but this sometimes I get too close and hanging in the inside of this mess and I can find nothing left but my last breath. And finding the secret admire for the
Am I the ugly one? It's easy to see past all of the kindness that you've offered me. It doesn't last. It's just
felt like a bit. Hope this was the fit for this is low. Hope you like it. The sunrise slow, awaken with the starburst. It's exploding for the beauty to paint it into the cloud. The sunshine began to peak, the sun rays for the light blush of the rosy sparkle in my eye. Not much